everyone, and welcome back to Joy as It Flies. If you're new here, my name's Alyssa and I deal with the crochet side of this channel. So for this week's Christmas project, I have a last minute gift idea and it's for some mug cozies. These make a great present, they're super quick to make, this one only took me about 20 minutes and they're very beginner friendly. I hope you all like it and let's get into the tutorial. To make these mug cozies, you are going to need some DK weight yarn in as many or as few colours as you would like. For this tutorial, I'm going to be using some in lilac. You're also going to need a 4mm crochet hook, a pair of scissors, a darning needle, and last but not least, your mug or cup of choice. We're going to begin by making a slip knot, and you can use whatever method you would like for this. We can then pop that onto our hook. And we're now going to make a chain that's long enough to wrap around the outside of our mug. So it's going to wrap all the way around here, and it needs to be long enough to meet on either side of the handle. It's also very important, this chain must be a multiple of 3. So we're going to yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, and yarn over, pull through. So go ahead, work your chain, and I'll meet you back when you've done that. So I've made a chain of 42 and I'll just show you with my mug. You can see that it reaches all the way around and both the ends meet on either side of the handle. Now, once you've done this, once you have your chain, we are going to look at the third chain from our hook. So that's this one here, and we're going to make a double crochet into it. So yarn over, insert it into that third chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through the first 2, and yarn over, pull through the last 2. Then we're going to skip the next 2 chains, and into the third we are going to make 3 double crochet. So into that third chain we have 1 double crochet, back into the same chain our second double crochet, and finally our third. Just like that, and we're going to repeat that. So we're going to skip the next 2 chains, and into the third we're going to make 3 double crochet. So skip the next 2 chains, and into the third make 3 double crochet. So you're going to go ahead and repeat that all the way down your chain until you have 3 chains remaining. So I'm just coming up to the end now, and I have 3 chains left. Into that very last chain, you are going to make 2 double crochet. So into that very last chain, we have our first double crochet, and then back into the same chain, our second. And there we are, that is the end of the first row. So for row 2, we are going to begin by chaining 3, and this counts as our first double crochet. Then we're going to turn our work. Now we're going to skip over these first 2 double crochet, and we're going to find this gap here. Into that gap, make 3 double crochet. So yarn over, into that gap there, we have 1 double crochet, back into it we have our second double crochet, and finally our third. So there we are, that's what that looks like. Then we're going to skip over these 3 and we're going to find the next gap. So that's right here, and we're going to make 3 double crochet into it. So here's 1, here's our second one, and then last but not least our third. So I'll do that again. We're going to skip over these 3 double crochet, find the next gap and make 3 double crochet into it. So here's our first double crochet, here's our second, and our third. And you're going to repeat that all the way down your row. So go ahead, pause the video, work into all of those gaps, and I'll meet you back when you get to the end of your row. So I'm just coming up to the end now, and I have 1 more gap left. So I'm going to make 3 double crochet into it, just like we've done for the whole of the row. And once you've done that, you are going to find the very end stitch, so that's this one here, and you're going to make 1 double crochet into it. So it might be a bit tight, but there's just that end stitch there, and you can make your double crochet. And that is the end of row 2. There we are. So you can see we started with a double crochet, or a chain 3, down here. So we finished with 1 double crochet. So however you start your row is how you finish it. That's a good thing to remember. For row 3, we're going to begin by chaining 3, which counts as our first double crochet, and we're going to turn our work. Now into that very first stitch, we are going to make 1 double crochet. So that's this one here. So yarn over, into that first stitch, make a double crochet. We're then going to skip over the next 3 double crochet. We're going to find this gap, and we're going to make 3 double crochet into it. So into that gap right there, we have 1 double crochet, then back into it our second double crochet, and finally our third. Just like that. Then you're going to hop across, find the next gap, and make 3 double crochet into it. So hopefully you're starting to see a bit of a pattern now. We're just working into the gaps, which is what creates our granny stitch. There we are. Then we're going to hop across, find the next gap, and make 3 double crochet into it. So go ahead, pause the video, work in this way down the end of your row, and I'll meet you back when you get to the end. So I'm coming up to the end now, and I have 1 more gap left. So I'm just going to make my 3 double crochet into it. Here's 2, and my third one. And then to finish this row, you'll see that we have our 3 double crochet and then our chain 3. We're going to find the top of our end chain 3, and we're going to make 2 double crochet into it. So yarn over into the top of that chain 3, like that, and we're going to make 2 double crochet. Because if you remember, we started our row with 2 double crochet, so we have to finish our row with 2 double crochet. There we are, just like that. And that is the end of row 3. So you are now going to go ahead and repeat rows 2 to 3 until you have the desired height of your mug cozy. So this is where you want to use your mug just to measure against it. I find that 6 rows seems to fit most mugs. You can see here, 6 would probably be big enough, but you can make as many or as few rows as you would like. So go ahead, pause the video, work up your rows, just repeating rows 2 and 3, remember, and I'll meet you back when you've done that. And there we are, those are my 6 rows done. So I'll just show you on my mug again what it now looks like. You can see it sort of just fits quite nicely along the middle. But as I said, you can make them as big or as small as you would like. So now that we have made the main part of our mug cozy, we have got to make the handles, the straps, sorry, and the border. So from wherever you finished your final row, you are going to chain 16. So from here, we're going to yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, and yarn over, pull through. So go ahead and chain 16. If you want your straps to be bigger or smaller, just chain more or less. It's completely up to you. Then once you've done this, we are going to jump across to the other corner. So to this edge here, we're going to find the stitch at the very end, and we are going to make 1 single crochet into it. So into this end stitch, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then yarn over and pull through both of those loops. And you'll see that has attached our little strap. And from here, you can rotate your work a little bit, and we are simply going to work along this edge here, and we're going to make single crochets into every stitch. So into the gaps, you're going to make 2 single crochet. So here's 1, and here's our second one. And then into this chain that we worked into, you're going to make 1 single crochet, just like that. And you're going to repeat that down. So 2 single crochet into the gap, and then 1 single crochet into this stitch. So I'm nearly at the end now. I just have a few more single crochets to make. Then you can see I've got my very end one right here that I can work into. And that is the first edge of our border done. You can see that's just neatened it all up. And now we need to create the second strap. So we're just going to repeat the steps we've already done. We're going to chain 16. Then you're going to hop across to the other corner, and you're going to find the very end stitch. So it's actually a chain 3 that we're going to be working into. You want to find the very top of this chain 3, and you can make a single crochet into it. Just like that. And there we are, there's our second strap. So just as before, we are going to make one single crochet into every single stitch along this second edge. So this side is probably going to be a bit easier because you can see the stitches really clearly. So just go ahead, work along and make one single crochet into every single stitch. Now I've just been using one colour of yarn for this project, but you can use as many or as few as you like. I made another one where I had a different coloured edge to the main body of my Mug Cosy. You can really have fun and experiment with it and choose a range of different colours to alternate between. It's a really simple project and it can look really effective if you have multiple colours. You can kind of create an ombre look, which would be really cool. So I'm just coming up to the end now, just have a few more stitches left, which I'm going to make my single crochets into. So here's my last stitch that I can work into. And then just to finish it off, I like to make a slip stitch back into the same stitch. So yarn over, pull through and pull straight through the loop on your hook. Then from here, you can chain one to fasten off. And then you can cut your yarn, leaving a nice long tail end. Pull that through and give it a tug just to secure that. And then you're done. That's your Mug Cosy done. All you need to do now is, using your darning needle, you can just sew in any loose tail ends that you might have, and then you're done. You now have your very own Mug Cosy that is perfect to gift for Christmas, or to keep for yourself, whichever one you'd like. Folks, I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions or video requests, drop a comment down below. I'd love to hear from all of you. It would also mean the world to us if you could subscribe to our channel, where you can stay up to date with all of our new videos, recipes and tutorials, and you can join our little community. I'll see you all again next week in my next video, but until then, happy crocheting!